welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Decode Coding. So the next question that we'll be seeing here is write a program to find sum of digits of a number, right? So you are having the digits, so each digit you have to take and find the sum of it. Let's take you the example here. Let's say my digit is 456. User is giving me a number that is 456. So what you have to take is you have to take each digit of these and you have to add them up, and whatever is the sum over there, that you have to print, right? So if this is a 456, matlab you have to do something like this: 4 plus 5 plus 6, which is equal to 15. This is the number that you have to provide me. This is the sum that you have to give me as an output. This is what question is saying, right? Now this question is having the two approaches. So two approaches we are having here. The first approach is using string, and second approach is using mathematical formula, mathematical calculation, I will say, right? These are the two things. Let's see first the string. Now before showing the string, let me tell you this thing. Let's see if I am having something like this: a, b, c. I have already discussed it. One of the video will be here, like string as iterable with the for loop. I am saying a is equal to abc, and here if I am saying that for I in a, and if I am saying print I, so what it means is, what will the output here, right? This is a string. I am saying for I in a. In an initial case, when I for loop you are running the first time, so what will happen here is, initially it will go say that go to the a, okay, going to the a, whatever is present the first value over there, assign it to a, I, right? So I am assigning this a to I. Then what I am saying, print I, that means a will be printed here. From here again you will be coming here in the second iteration. So now I will be your, previously it was at a, now I will be at b. That means I that you are receiving here is b now, right? Now you are saying print I, that means whatever is present in I, that means b is present in I, the b will be printed, right? In a third iteration again you'll be coming here. Now your I will be at this c, that means your I is containing now here c, right? So then you are saying print I, that means c is being printed, right? So that means this string, it is iterable, you can traverse over it. Getting this point? You want to see it? Let me show you that. I'm saying a is equal to a, b, c, right? Then I'm saying for I in a, if I'm saying print I, right? If I will run it, if I will execute this code, so you are getting the abc here, right? You are getting the abc here, right? But what I can do here is, one thing I can do here is, suppose if I am not taking here abc, I am keeping here 456, which is an integer, right? Now you are saying that, sir, can we like get a 4 first with the for loop, then 5, then 6, then we will adding them up. Let's check, can we print up 4 and 5 and 6? If you say that, it is saying that int object is not iterable. That means you can't travel over the int object, you can't iterate over the int object, but with a string you can do it, right? So this logic will be using here with a string. So what I'll be doing is, when I am taking the input from the user, when user is giving me the input, so whenever I will be traveling over this input, that means I have to convert this input into the string first, then I can travel over here. So what I can do is, I can say something like this: for I in string of n, right? So this in was an integer, so I'm converting into the string. Let's take an example here. The user is giving me 456. This is the integer 6, right? N is containing this thing. Here we are saying string of this, that means it is becoming string of 456 written a double quotes, right? So here what we'll be doing is, we'll be doing something like this. Because we have to perform the sum, I will say sum equal to sum plus, now what this I will contain initially, like here it is containing abc, that means here this it will contain 4 first, but which one 4? String 4. Now this string 4 you have to convert back to the integer. So what I will say here, int of I, right? So here we need, initially I want sum, I will keep a sum as a 0, right? So see what will happen here. So I will say for I in 456, so initially I will receive 4. So what we am doing here in a first case, I am saying sum equal to sum. What is my sum? Initially sum will be 0 plus int of I is 4, string 4, convert into the integer, it will be 4. So you are getting here 4. Now in a second iteration again you will be coming back here. Now you are saying I in 456. Now what will be I now here? I now will be here 5, but which 5? String 5. Then what you are saying, sum equal to sum plus int of I, that means your sum will be equal to sum. What is my sum? Previously my sum was 4, now 4 plus int of I. What is my I? 5, but string 5 will be converted into the integer, it will become 10. That means your sum is now 10. Now in the third iteration again you'll be coming back here. Now what will the I value here? Previously it was 5, now it will be 6, right? So what will be doing now? Sum equal to sum plus int of 5. That means sum is equal to sum. What was my previous sum? 10 plus 6, right? 4 5 5, oh sorry, 4 plus 5 is 9, 4 plus 5 is 9, that means 9 plus 6, it is equal to 15. Now you got your sum, right? That's the thing that we'll be doing here. Same thing. So I'll be doing something like this. 4 5 6, I'll be taking here int input, right? I'll say enter number, and here what I'll be saying, for I in string of a, right? We have to convert it to the string, right? I'll be removing it from here. Now we need something like this, sum plus equal to, yeah, I will say sum equal to sum plus what I need, int of I. Got it? But initially we should keep the sum as 0, otherwise it will give an error. I'll define here this sum and this, then I will say here print sum, right? Now if I run this program, let's say here I am giving the number as 1 2 3 and it is saying 6, because 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. Again if I run here, now I am giving 4 5 6, now it's saying 15. 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. Give any other number. 0 plus, sorry, I'm saying 0 3 4, now it's saying 7, because 4 plus 3 is 7, right? So everyone got this one, I hope. Now second case, what if we use a mathematical formula? So in a mathematical formula, how we'll be getting it, you already know. Let's say I'm having 4 5 6, right? So what should I do? I should get this 6 first, right? After getting the 6, then from the 45 what should I get? 5, right? Then from the 4 what should I get? 4. Then add them up one by one, right? So how I can get this if I am having a number as 4 5 6? So how I will get this 6, right? To get this 6, that means I need it as a reminder. When this 6 is reminder, at the time I can get this 6. Now how to get this reminder 6? That means I have to divide this thing with someone. So can I say that if I will do 4 5 6 modulus 10, 4 5 6 modulus 10, if you will do, you will say 4 5 6 modulus 10, 10 45 is 4 5 0, and you will get the 6 here. You got the 6, you got the 6. Now you are having this 45. So how you will get this 45? With a modulus operator you will only get this remainder, you will not get this coefficient. To get this coefficient, you know what I have to do is, you have to do something like this, 456 divided by 10. But which divide? Floor division, right? This will give you the 45. So from here you will get the 6, and from here you will get the 45. Now 6 you got. Let's take, we are taking it in a sum. I'm saying sum is 66, sorry, here, right? Now you have to do something with this 45. What do you have to do with this 45? Again you need now this 5. That means what you will do? Modulus 10. That means you will do 45 modulus 10. It will give you something like this. Can I say 45? And here I will say 10. 10 4s are is 40. Remainder you are getting 5, right? Now take this remainder. That means this will give you the 5. Add it to this 6 plus 5, right? And to get this 4, you will be getting it with this division. Can I say 45 divided by 10? This will give you the 4, right? Now you have to do something with this 4 to get this 4, so that you can add it to the here. So what I will be doing is, again same thing, 45 percentile 10 will give you something, and 45 divided by 10 will give you something. What it will give? Let's say, sorry, not 45, 4 because this is 4 now. This 4 we have to take now, coefficient wala 4, this 4, coefficient wala 4, 5 we have added here. Now let's say 4 we are having here, and 10 I am having here. 10 zeros are 0, and remainder we are getting 4, right? So remainder we got 4, and 10 divided by 4, that means you will get 0. Once you will get 0 here, you will stop, because you have got all the digits here. This is the case that we will be doing here, this thing. That means to get a remainder, I will do in the modulus operator. To get a coefficient, I'll be doing this coefficient, but I'll be changing the number as 45, then from 45 to 4, something like that, right? So how I will be doing it, already I have shown you in the previous question. It is repeated here, same way we can do here as well. Let's say I am taking the number from the user, and I will see here num equal to int input. I will say enter number, right? Then I will say something like this. What I have to do, I will say while loop, while num is not equal to 0, right? Till then this loop should continue, right? So here what I will say is, I will say coefficient is equal to num divided by 10, right? And reminder is equal to num percentile 10, right? Then what I have to do is, we have to take the sum plus equal to what reminder, right? Initially we will be taking the sum as a value as 0. Once you are getting the reminder, now you have to update this num as well, because previously it was 4 5 6, right? Now in the second iteration, what should it get? 45. And where is this 45 stored? Here in the coefficient, right? So then I will say here num is equal to coefficient, right? So once this coefficient is becoming 0, then I will say that num is equal to 0. Can I say num is equal to 0, right? I'll say num is equal to 0 here. I'll say num is equal to 0, right? Once the num is equal to 0, so at that time we should stop here, right? So this will stop here when this num becomes 0, because 0 is not equal to 0, condition false, and it will end here. And here I will say print simply nice sound, right? Now if I run it, and let's say I'm giving 4 5 6, it's giving the 15. Give some other number, let's say I'm saying 1 2 3, it will give me 6. Let's say 1 2 3 4 5, it will give the 15, because 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 5, right? So just dry run it and understand it again. A dry run you can do like this, one by one. So what is happening all the time at every iteration, you can do that. So I hope you understood this part as well.